In the whimsical town of Willow Creek lived a peculiar trio of friends. There was Alara, a bookish young woman who preferred the company of fictional characters to real people. Then there was Finn, an intrepid traveler who'd rather explore uncharted territories than stay in one place too long. And lastly, there was Xander, a zany inventor whose gadgets were as numerous as they were peculiar. Despite their differences, they were the best of friends. One day, a peculiar fog rolled into town, blanketing everything in sight. It wasn't the usual mist that clung to the valley every winter. This fog was different, almost unnatural in its density and stillness. As days turned into weeks, the air grew heavy with worry. Crops withered, animals fell, and the townsfolk grew desperate. Mayor Bumble, a portly man with a perpetually worried expression, declared a town hall meeting. "If this continues," he boomed, his voice echoing in the silent square, "we'll run out of food and the town will die." A murmur rippled through the crowd. It was the worst-case scenario, but what could they do? The only thing that had appeared with the fog were strange symbols that now covered every surface. No one knew what they meant or where they came from. Ilara, always an avid observer, had been studying the markings. "I think," she said, her voice barely above a whisper, "I know what we need. Someone with an adventurous spirit, someone with a curious mind, and someone with a knack for fixing things." All eyes turned to Finn, Xander, and Ilara. Mayor Bumble nodded slowly. "It seems you three have no choice but to save our town." And so their adventure began. They set off into the heart of the fog, following a path illuminated by an ethereal glow that seemed to emanate from the symbols themselves. Finn, ever the pragmatist, kept a sharp lookout, his hand resting on the hilt of his sword. Xander skipped ahead, his eyes sparkling with excitement, and Ilara, clutching a worn leather notebook, followed closely behind. The path led them to a clearing where a giant crystal monolith hummed with an otherworldly energy. Its surface was covered in the same strange markings as the town. As they approached, the symbols glowed brighter, bathing the clearing in an otherworldly light. "I think this is it," Ilara said, her voice hushed with awe. She opened her notebook to a blank page and began to draw the monolith, tracing the lines and patterns until a map materialized before their eyes. "Wow," Xander breathed, his eyes wide with wonder. "This is incredible. But how do we use it?" Just then, a deep voice boomed from behind them. "Looking for this?" They spun around to see a tall, cloaked figure holding a staff adorned with a glowing crystal. "Who are you?" Finn demanded, stepping forward. "I am the guardian of this place," the figure replied. "And these," he gestured to the markings, "are the keys to your town's salvation. But you must earn them." He raised his staff. "Only those who understand the language of light can pass." With a wave of his staff, he vanished, leaving them in the eerie silence of the forest. The trio looked at each other, a mix of determination and apprehension on their faces. They had no choice but to try, working together. They recreated the symbols on the monolith using Xander's portable forge and Ilara's detailed drawings. As the last symbol glowed to life, the clearing shimmered and the monolith split open, revealing a staircase that spiraled upwards into the fog. At the top of the stairs, a magnificent view awaited them. Below, the town was bathed in the warm glow of dawn, but it was what lay before them that truly stole their breath away. Stretching out like a map, the sky was filled with constellations that mirrored the symbols on their map, each twinkled with a soft, inviting light. Understanding dawned on them. The sky was guiding them, showing them the way. They raced back down the stairs and to the center of town, where more symbols now glowed faintly. Guided by the constellations above, they arranged stones in specific patterns, recreating the celestial map. As the last stone was placed, the sky rumbled with energy. A blinding light filled the town square, and when it faded, the fog was gone. In its place, a clear blue sky stretched endlessly overhead. The townsfolk emerged from their homes blinking in the sudden sunlight. Cheers erupted as they saw the smiling faces of their friends. From that day on, the people of Willow Creek never forgot the bravery of their three friends. And as for Ilara, Finn, and Xander, their bond of friendship only grew stronger. proving that sometimes the greatest adventures are the ones that bring you home. Hey, everyone! I hope you enjoyed the story. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more adventures. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.